Hello, my YouTube family. This is your wake-up call. As people of color in the United States, we are often told to get over the memories of slavery or that racism does not exist. When it involves race soldier police, we are often told, if you just do what the officer says, you wouldn't be targeted. Other racist-minded individuals have said that the way we dress or the way we talk attracts negative attention. Really? So when white supremacists dress in white sheets for the specific purpose of intimidating people of color or say things laced with the N-word, couldn't that be considered the same thing? The following video from Indianapolis shows a police officer harassing two black men who were shopping. The officer was later identified as Lawrence Township Deputy Constable Darrell Jones. They wanted to ask the officer why he was harassing them, and he burst out into a hate-filled tirade. The officer even said, "I got my rights to do anything I want to do." He told them they were acting suspicious, but could not give them a clear explanation as to what that meant. He had been watching them in the store, followed them to their car, and tried to write down their license plate number. Knowing he would have pulled them over anyways, they drove to the front of the store so there would be numerous witnesses. After this incident, Burns, the Lawrence Township Chief Constable, told NBC that he fired Jones within 2 hours of watching the clip. Jones, of course, could not be reached for comment. This 17-minute cell phone video was captured by one of the victims.
He said, "I sure am." He gotta have a reason to run your plate.
For what?
Because I told you to.
You haven't have a reason, sir. You didn't pull me over. But you didn't pull me over.
Get the license out, or I'll hit for a backup, and I'll take you out of the car.
Get your driver's license.
Call your supervisor, sir.
Get your driver's license out right now.
Call your supervisor.
Please call your supervisor, because you had no. You're not pulling me over, neither.
You get your driver's license out
right
now. Show me ID.
Call your supervisor.
What do you need my ID for, sir?
Well, because you want to run your mouth to me.
No, because you was looking at my license plate. For what?
Exactly.
For what?
You don't have the right to run this.
I got my rights to do anything I want to do. I'm a police officer.
You can't run
that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything.
I'll pull you over and I'll tow your car.
You can't tow my car.
You're
not pulling me over. You're not pulling me over.
Get your driver's
What is your badge number,
out.
sir?
Right there it is.
What's your name?
Can you read it to me?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Read your badge number and your name.
Get your driver's license.
Read your badge. I'm asking you. You can't lock me up. You can't lock me up.
Control Tom 3315.
We're asking you to call a supervisor, sir.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we're not getting a supervisor.
We're not getting a supervisor? You see, he said.
Get your driver's license out.
So he's not getting a supervisor. We requested a supervisor.
I don't mind showing you my driver's license, but what is your reason that you're asking?
Because.
Why?
Because you're acting suspicious.
About what? We was in there shopping.
I said, show me your driver's license.
What is the suspicion, sir?
Get your driver's license out.
You can't
Just
state the suspicion.
show me your driver's license. That's all I want to see.
You're not explaining to me. You didn't pull me over.
Explaining to
You jumped out your car and asked me did I want to.
Investigation.
What are you investigating? You just see me in there shopping. I paid for everything that I bought.
Get your driver's license out.
Sir,
show me your driver's license. If you don't got no warrants or nothing, you're gone. I don't have no problem.
What is the reason that you're stopping me?
I'm not going to argue with you no more.
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to understand something.
The other car gets you, I'm going to take both of you out, and I'm going to tow your car.
Can you give me your name?
Your failure to identify.
I'm not. You have no reason. You have no reason to pull me over.
Show me your driver's
You didn't even pull. You're not even behind me. You jumped out the car and told me to stop.
You stopped right here.
We weren't in traffic, sir. We were pulling out of a parking spot.
Or I'm going to tow your car.
You're not going to tow anything.
The car, sir.
You're not going to tow a car.
Step it up.
Call 911.
I am.
On my phone.
He's Lawrence. He's Lawrence too. I know a couple of them.
I'm not refusing anything. I just want to know.
First of all, you had to suspect him of a crime to ask for his identity. You didn't do that.
You don't know the law.
Yeah, I do know the law.
No, you don't know the law.
Once you
Get your driver's license out and make this easy. Just show me your driver's license and you can go.
What's your name, officer? That's all I want. Because we're following
your driver's license and you can go.
We asked for a supervisor. You denied us that.
I'm not going to get a supervisor.
I'm asking for your name.
I'm off-duty employment.
You're off duty?
Exactly. Off-duty employment.
If you're off duty, then why are you stopping people?
I'm stopping you because you're suspicious.
Why are we suspicious?
Well, what'd you come back around for?
Because I want to know
No, you jumped out of the car on us because we looked at you.
Because I don't know what you guys are doing. Now show me your
You don't know what we're doing? You just seen us shopping.
Show me your driver's license.
You don't look. You see all these bags in the back of the car? We just came out of the store seeing you, so you know what we're doing.
Driver's license. Just show them to me. And if your driver's license check out, I'm gonna let it go.
Oh, it's not gonna be let go.
I don't care what.
Sir, what is your name?
Threaten me. Are you threatening me?
It's not gonna be let go.
Are you gonna threaten me? Are you crazy?
Why you got your hand in here?
You gonna threaten a police officer?
Why you got your hand on the window? I'm not scared of you. I'm not worried about you.
I'm not worried about you either.
We ain't broke no laws.
Get your driver's license out right now.
We have not broke
no
laws.
Sir, can you give me your name?
Get your driver's license out.
Can you identify yourself?
Get your driver's license out.
Can you identify yourself?
Get your driver's license
Can you identify yourself, sir?
You see who I am? You see my badge?
What's your name?
What is your name?
Get your driver's
What is your
license.
name, sir?
Control Tom 3315.
What is your name, sir? That's all we asking you is your name.
Ma'am, can you send an officer to back me up at Nordstrom Rack on 82nd Street?
Refusal to identify your...
Negative.
Refusing to identify himself.
Get your driver's license out.
A civil servant.
Off duty.
Off duty, pulling people over at Nordstrom parking lot.
Ain't nobody pulled you over. You stopped.
Well, if you ain't pull us over, you don't need to see no license.
You jumped out and stopped me.
No, I said, show me your driver's license.
You jumped out and stopped me.
I said, show me your ID.
You jumped out and stopped me, sir.
Argue with me.
It's not an argument.
Okay, we just had. It's just one question. What was the reason for you jumping out on us?
Suspicious behavior.
What? Like what?
Exactly.
What was the suspicious behavior?
Exactly.
Buying a bunch of shoes at
You guys
Nordstrom.
are coming back around to look at me.
No, you jumped out the car.
You
jumped out the car first. You jumped out the car first. That's why we came back.
Get your driver's license out. It's the last time I'm going to tell you.
Because you ain't got to do nothing. He can't even pull you over out there. He can't pull you over.
Get your driver's license.
Let's go, cuz.
We're gonna wait for backup, sir.
Yeah, we wait.
An authority over you, or
you don't have no authority over
me. Not me.
Asking, we want
your supervisor.
Authority over me.
Your
Who's your supervisor?
I don't have a supervisor out.
Oh, you're a self-contracted civil servant. Is that what you're saying?
I don't answer questions to you. We'll wait.
You don't even answer what your name is, officer?
Nope.
You can't even tell us that?
Nope.
Are you really an officer of the law?
Yep.
We don't have any proof that you are.
Well, that's
because you have a shirt that
Get
says
your driver's license out.
What is your proof that you're even legal to stop us? What is
Why
your
don't
proof?
you shut up? I'm not talking to you.
What is your proof? I'm being calm. You don't have to yell and spit in the car.
Yeah, I do.
Now you're spitting bodily fluids on us.
Yeah, there you go.
You know,
better get your driver's license out.
That's all right, officer. We're compliant. You have to suspect him of doing something. Suspicious behavior.
These guys were inside there. They got a bunch of stuff, and then they ran their mouth to me as they were leaving to try to make sure I didn't get their license plate. And then he didn't want to show me ID.
Officer Strelman.
No, they didn't steal items.
We bought a bunch of items.
They bought a bunch of stuff, but when they were sitting right here, I was trying to get their license plate. He hollers out the window, "You're not getting my plate," and he takes off. So I went to get him. Then he comes back and he stops here. So I asked him for driver's license.
It's all on video. That's not what happened.
Okay. What infraction did he commit?
Nothing at all, officer.
It's suspicious behavior. I'm wanting an ID.
Okay. What was suspicious about it?
Because he was calling me out in my car.
What did I call you, sir? I didn't call you anything.
I asked you
what was you trying to get my license plate for? That's what I asked you.
Okay. Well,
and then I came back to really see what was going on.
That's why we stopped in front of the store.
With my hazards on. And he jumped out. We have it on record. He jumped out and told me to stop.
Okay. And started asking us for ID and all this and that.
And he said we was looking suspicious. How? We was in the same store he was in. We were shopping.
He just seen
I'm a
us
loyal
shop.
customer here.
Okay.
I shop here all the time. The thing is, he asked for my license for what reason?
That's all we asked him, officer. That's all we asked him. What infraction or what crime do you suspect us of committing? And then we asked him for a supervisor. He said, you're not getting a supervisor.
Hang tight for me for just 1 second.
Yes, sir. That's IMPD. He got some sense. Can't even explain. Now he's saying, well, they were just rude. This is what he's saying. Now, they were just rude. He said a threatening manner. That's not a threat. Don't use it.
No, I just.
Yeah. Let me put my belt on. See, they ain't got time for this foolishness.
911, what happened?
Nothing. I hung up on him. Because he's here. This dude is crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like this, bro.
We gotta upload that too.
I have never. Oh, it's going to the news and everything. He's getting lose his little job. Look.
God, she's bad. Look at her, cuz.
Yeah, she's bad.
Goodness.
She's probably like, man. She's probably like, dude, he's harassing now.
You're free to go.
So we didn't get your name.
We
What's-
never got your name.
Hey, officer.
Yes, gentlemen.
Officer. Okay, so when we first came in here, right? So he comes here all the time.
Sure.
I'm his cousin.
Okay.
Okay. So we came in here. He bought some things for his daughter. We bought a few pair of shoes. The girl at the counter knows him well. They had a nice conversation. But
Sure.
the whole time, this guy is standing in there staring at us, right?
Okay.
And I don't want to be the first one to say he profiling us or whatever, you know, or whatever. But it is what it is.
Sure.
So I go back in there. I take the little carts back in there. I'm like, cuz, this security's really beaming on us for some reason. So I take the carts back in, and the girl, we had left one of the bags. So she's
Sure.
like, I'm glad y'all came back because you left a bag. So we grabbed the bag. When I come out, we fire up a cigarette. We loading everything up. And this dude is just staring at us. Then he pulls his notebook out. Mind you, he was in the store the whole time until we came out.
Okay.
So when we first got here, he had pulled up beside us. So we basically got here at the same time. So when we come out, he comes out,
Sure.
gets in his car, right? So once he gets in his car, I'm like, it's obvious that, I said, cuz he's probably gonna try to run your plate. We ain't worried about him running the plate. But
Yeah.
the point is, ain't nobody dumb, man. You gotta have some type of reason for running the plate. You're
Not necessarily. We can run plates for any reason or
Okay,
no reason
okay,
at
well,
all.
say- well,
what
say
he
this.
does have to have is he have to have what's called reasonable suspicion in order to make a stop on
That's-
you. He has
and-
to have some sort of reasonable suspicion that a crime has been committed.
Correct.
And at that point, you know, that's why I asked him
And that's,
what suspicion
that's-
do you have to
that-
stop him.
And I heard you asking him that. And my thing was, you just seen us buying these items, and that's why when he was explaining to you, you was like, well, loss prevention said they stole some stuff?
Right.
No, that's not what happened. You just seen us buy this stuff, load it in our car. What is making us suspicious? Then he said,
I don't know.
then he
So,
said,
That's why I asked
Is
him
it-
that question.
When we asked him to identify himself, is he supposed to identify himself?
we just asked him his name. What's your name, officer? He was like, I don't gotta tell you my name and blah, blah, blah. Well, can we see your supervisor?
He's supposed to identify himself as a law enforcement officer. So I
Right.
mean, he could say, "I'm with Marion County Sheriff's Department." Okay.
Yeah. And then he said something about he's off duty, something.
Yeah.
I said, cuz he can't even I don't even, cause does he have the power to even pull people over on the street? We're still in
If he's a Marion County Sheriff's deputy, then yeah.
Okay, that's cool, but we're still in the
If somebody's
parking
committed a traffic infraction, yeah.
We're still in the parking lot, man.
Yeah.
And
you
he
can
was
still commit traffic infractions in a parking lot, but the question is what infraction was committed to justify a stop. As far as I'm concerned, there was no traffic infraction, so there's no reason to stop the vehicle.
So can you give us his name?
I don't know his name.
He won't give us the name.
Okay.
So we want to file a complaint.
Okay.
And I know he's Lawrence, and that's what I was like. I know y'all ain't got time for this foolishness.
Is he Lawrence or is he? I don't.
He
even
said
know.
Lawrence on. Yeah, it said Lawrence Township.
Okay.
Something.
So that'll be something that you'll have to take up.
We'll get with
the Lawrence Sheriff's Department.
Yeah.
If that's the case, because honestly I don't know who he is. I've never seen him before.
He was aggressive too, man. Like he was just like when you was talking to him, you see how he was stumbling. He couldn't really explain why we're suspicious.
Sure.
Why are we suspicious?
So how can we get his information? Because he won't give it to us.
We can get it from the store, maybe.
I mean, you can. I don't know if you can get it from the store. You can call Lawrence
and just
Sheriff's
ask them
Department,
who you had on this location.
Who was working at the Nordstrom rack at this time on this date? They might be able to give you that information.
Because we definitely want to file a complaint.
If you don't get his name, you can at least give a description of him.
I got him on video.
You can say this officer, he looked like this. He was driving an unmarked vehicle at this location, this date, this time. They might be able to figure that out.
Look at the car they gave him. That's how much they care about him. It's rusted.
Look at the car they give me. I got a hole in my fender about the size of my hand I can stick through from the rust going out there. That's a 2008 with 188,000 miles on it. I call her barely faithful.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we appreciate you being civil with us and trying to really figure out what really was going on because, look.
Well, the only way for me to figure out what's going on is ask questions.
Right.
I don't know what's going on
right.
until
And
I
I know
show up,
y'all I know IMPD. I know y'all got bigger and better things to do than come up here for some rogue security officer, man. But he made our experience so bad, man, and it was unnecessary. And he just.
Okay.
But we just wanted to explain it to you. You know what was going on because I know he couldn't really articulate what he was trying to say.
Yeah, as far as I know, based upon what happened, I don't think either of us have any reasonable suspicion to believe that there's a crime taking place. It says there's no reason for a traffic stop at this point. So there's no legal requirement for you to identify yourself to an officer at that point. So if you don't want to give him ID, then you don't have to give him ID at that point.
And we tried to be calm and talk to him like that, and he just. I don't have to tell you anything. He's leaning in the car, spitting all in the car. He's just, I don't know if he's having a bad day. His wife left him. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know,
man. Your guess is as good as mine.
But hey, man, I appreciate you, boss.
As far as I'm concerned, you guys are good to go.
Yes, sir.
Take care, all right?
Appreciate it.
This next video highlights how bad of an issue this has been across the nation.
Wait, what are y'all doing? No, y'all got computers out and everything.
I don't care.
Are you sure? Are you sure it's not because you don't want black people being out here?
It has nothing to do with their race.
Fire department rolled by here about 2 or 3 times, looked at me, waved, and kept going.
Right. There you go. There you have it.
There are 2 black guys sitting here meeting me? Yes, I didn't know black guys. Well, what did they do? What did they do? Did someone tell me what they did? They didn't tell you that.
Me. I apologize to them.
You're not gonna grab on me like that, no. Come on, Kiki, let's just go outside. You definitely. Because he just come here and just grabbed on me like for no reason. I would say I was doing. Yes, he would have. All he did was asking what they doing. Why are y'all pushing her? They not doing nothing. Like, what are y'all doing? No, we're not doing nothing.
I hear you have a problem with these gentlemen having a barbecue here at the lake. What's going on?
It's like I've been here 42-something years. I know where I can and cannot barbecue at. You know what I'm saying?
And for whatever reason, the neighbor has called the police on us. I just wanted to show. Ma'am, did they say when the police would be on the way?
Unless I've got a victim and owner,
exactly.
I can't prosecute.
Okay, now do you mind telling her that, because I really do not want her coming behind me. I honestly feel threatened.
I have every right to call the police. You cannot sleep in that room.
What's, you got your ID on you?
Yeah, I do.
All right, can we see that?
Why?
So she called us, says there was somebody that appeared that they weren't supposed to be where they were supposed to be. Okay. I don't know anybody from anybody, so I'm here to just make sure you're supposed to be here, make sure she's supposed to be here, and then we get out of your hair.
This last video highlights the issue of what happens when some racist people become officers so they can make their racist dreams come true.
Harassed? Why don't you mind your business? You need to stop that man sitting on the ground. 30. You got him? You got him? I'm not running nowhere. Sir, get off me, sir. Sir, don't grab. Sir, get off me. Get the off me. Hey, look at you did a bad Lowen Ashton. Yo, what the is y'all? Oh my God. I'm suing y'all, yo. I'm suing y'all, yo. Record the ground. Get on the ground now. Man, you better get on the ground. Yo, what the get on the ground. Get your knee off of me. Get on the ground. You did a bad Lowen Ashton. Yo, get on the ground. Hey, look, call my wife. Sit down. Call my wife. Sit down. Sit down. Put your hand behind your back. Sir, I can't. Put your hand behind your back. There you go. He's putting it back. I can't do nothing, yo. Don't tense up. Me up. I'm suing y'all. Put your hand behind your back. All right, get off my neck. Sir, stop resisting. Put your hand behind your back. Don't flip over here and get jacked up, bro. Yo. There you go. Hey, you see this? You see this? Y'all crazy, man. Just need another unit or two. Y'all can't. What is you touching me for? I didn't do nothing to you. The freedom of speech. Y'all is violating my amendments, yo. Y'all got me up. Y'all don't know who y'all yo. I swear y'all don't. I'm suing. And a 10-14. They can't lock me up, Lip. I didn't do nothing. Sir, listen. I asked you. Sir, listen to me, sir. 10-14, boss. Yo, get off of me, my never tried to run from y'all. Get the off of me, my like that don't even make no sense. Hey, my man. Y'all got me on the ground in this hot. My man. I didn't do nothing. Hold on. You got anything on you? You got anything on you? Yo, sit tight. No, yo, sit tight. Sit tight, man. Sit tight. I ain't just white people just to me, yo. I'm not with that, yo. Like, y'all really come up. I'm not sitting on no ground, yo. I'm not sitting on no ground. I'm not sitting on the ground. Put him on the ground. Relax. Yo, take these hands up. Relax. I ain't even do nothing, man. Be quiet. Stand over here. Stand over there. Stand over there. That's the Sarge right there. Stand over there. Stand over there. I'm listening. I'm walking out there from the crash spot. I asked him, I said, why they got the man on the ground with the He came in, he charged me, rocked me, kicked me all on the ground. Why you checking me? That's illegal. He's under arrest, yes. For what? For what? What am I under arrest? Just go to jail, take your charge like a man. For what? Take your charge. What am I going to jail for? Because you don't know how to act. Do you hear this? I don't know how to act. Hey, search him. He hasn't been searched. And that guy came over here and started interfering. It has nothing to do with you, man. Mind your business. It has nothing to do with you.
Reginald calls in.
Question to number 1 male, stealing a mountain bike from the complainant.
Go to bed. Be quiet.
No,
I ain't got no warrant.
What's your name? You live around here?
No, he's trying to say I was Robert.
Don't ever interfere with. What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Just relax. Just
go. Hey, leave my scene. Go.
No,
leave.
No.
Then don't you ever tell me how to do my job.
Let me end this by saying, dear Black people, I need you all to wake up and understand that if we do not stand together, we will all fall apart. This has been your wake-up call. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Click the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload new videos. Find the Awakening Frequency on Twitter and Instagram and also Facebook. We are the Awakening Frequency. Out of the millions of potential subscribers, we just want to reach one so each one can teach one. Peace.